function, which is count. In SQL, some common functions used for aggregating data are count, sum, average, mean, and max. To see how this work, let's take a look at this table. On this table, we have the transaction ID, the dates, customer ID, gender, age, product category, quantity, price per unit, total amount. We have three product categories: the beauty, clothing, and electronics. Um, and gender, we have both the male and the female gender, and the ages, and total amount and all. So to use our first aggregate function, which is count, we go by selecting our um what we are aggregating by. We select the count. So we say select, want to know the count of the entire rows in the table. We say select count, the asterisk there. The asterisk is going to count everything. It will treat, it will count, it will give a count of all the entire rows in the data. So we say select count asterisk. Oh, sorry, I didn't put my count function there. So we say select count. I'm using on-screen keyboard, so it's kind of slow. So select count and the bracket comes up, put our asterisks and we'll run that. So that gives us the total count of the entire rows. So we have 1000 rows in the data set. Also, okay, let's look at the next. Want to know the total revenue from the total count of customers that purchase beauty products. So we say select count, the column we are counting, that's product category column from this table where product category is equal to beauty. So that's what we are going to do now. So we'll close our parenthesis and run that. So that gives us the count of customers that purchase the beauty products. So if we don't want it to show as count product category, we want to know the exact thing it is counting for us. We are just going to use the as. So we say select count, the column as, for it to display as count beauty. So count underscore beauty. So that will display as count beauty. So you see, it changed the column to that. Also, if we want to know the count of customers that are 18 years of age, we'll change the column to the age column because we are looking at age now. So we'll say select count age, remove the as, we'll put it as count 18, count age 18 from this table where age is equal to 18. So we change that to the age column. So we run that. So we have 21 customers that are 18 years old And okay, so yes, 21 customers that are 18 years old. Okay, let's look at the next function, which is the next aggregate function, which is the sum. The sum, let's say we want to know the total revenue generated. That's the sum of the total amount generated from the sale. So we'll say sum, change the aggregate function to sum, and then we select our column. I'm putting that, I don't know what it is called, I'm putting that up because I noticed that my column is not joined together, and SQL will not read that for me. So I'll put that to indicate the column. So I'll say sum total amount to display as total revenue. So from this table, we are not specific on anything. We want to know the entire, so I'll delete that. So we'll run that and we get the total revenue 456,000. Okay, if we want to know the total revenue that is generated from clothing category and customers that are 34 years of age. So let's do something more kind of like complex. Let's extract something like that. So we say total revenue from clothing category whose age is 34. So we say select some still total amount as total clothing from this table where product category is equal to clothing and age is equal to 34. That's what we are going to do now. And age is equal to 34. So we'll run that and it will give us the count, the total amount of customers that purchase clothing and are 34 years of age. So their total amount is 3,700. Also, if you want to know the total revenue generated from both gender, we're going to be selecting by we are going to be using the group by function because we want to group by the age. We want to group by gender, sorry. So we say select some total amount, remove that as, sorry, before I select I have to group by, I have to group by, I have to select what I want to group by first and put a comma. So I'll say select gender, comma, some total amount from this table where, I'm sorry, we'll remove the where. We'll remove where and put group by instead. So we say group by what I've selected, which is gender. So say group by gender. So that will give us the total revenue for male and total revenue for female. And so that's what we have for the two gender. So that is that for the sum aggregate function. Let's look at average. The average aggregate function. Let's say we want to know the average age of all customers. We'll remove that. Let's look at average. So we say select average age. That's the column name. Select average age from this table. So we'll delete that and close it there and run. So that's the average age of the customers, 41.3920. Okay, if you want to know the average total amount of both gender, the average total amount of male and female, remember we are using our group by here. So we will select average total amount. Oh, we have to remember we are using group by, so we have to select by what we are grouping by. So select gender, comma, average total amount from this table, group by what we selected, group by gender. So we'll run that and it will give us the average total amount of both gender. So that's what we have for that. Also, if you want to know the average total amount of female who are age 18 and also in beauty category, purchased from the beauty category. So let's look at that. So select total amount of female who are 18 years of age in beauty category. So we'll say select. Here we are not using group by. We don't need the group by here because we are not grouping by anything. We are being specific on female, the total amount of female who are age 18 and in beauty category. So we don't need the group by because we are not grouping by anything. We are being specific on females only. So we say select average total amount from this table where gender is equal to female, age is equal to 18, and product category is equal to beauty. That's what we are doing. So we'll do that and see what we have. So that's the total amount. That's the average total amount from female gender who purchase beauty category and are of age 18. So you can actually twist this whichever way you want to. So let's look at the last aggregate functions, which is the min and max. Let's say we want to know the minimum age. So we say select min, the column is age, the minimum age, and we delete that, we close our query and run. So that will give us the minimum age. The minimum age is 18. Then if we want to know the maximum age, we'll delete that and put max, run, and then maximum age is 64. Also, let's want to know the minimum amount of the the maximum amount generated, maximum total amount. So we'll run that and give us the maximum total amount. So the maximum total amount is 2000. Also minimum total amount is 25. So that is that. You can choose to do it, twist it anyhow you want to extract any kind of information you want to extract from your data. So thank you. That is that for the aggregate function. I hope you find this helpful.